Hi guys, welcome to another reacting video. Today we are reacting to 14 horror stories animated by the OG Llama Arts. Apparently she's back and making horror animated stories, so you guys should tune in. She might be uploading some, and I used to watch this a long time ago, so it's nice to rewatch it. Let's hop on the video.
I was looking for a car to buy for my son for his 18th birthday.
Ooh, car.
I was searching all the typical car websites, cars.com, eBay Motors. They were all overpriced as expected. Craigslist was the only place to find an actual deal. About a week into my search, I found an 03 Toyota Camry. It had 67,000 miles, no accidents, no damage, and good condition for only $3,500. This seems like a steal for such a reliable car with such low mileage. The seller lived about 10 miles from me, which was a reasonable drive when looking for a car.
Critical.
I gave him a call to set up a time to come check it out. The man sounded normal on the phone. He assured me that there were absolutely no problems with the car. He introduced himself as Bob.
Sucks.
I brought along $3,500 in cash, even though I planned on wiggling down the price as much as possible. I pulled up the dirt road to Bob's property about 15 minutes early. It was a tiny little house with a decent-sized property, only because I was a bit far from the nearest neighbors. The garage was open, so I walked over to see if anybody was inside, but except for an unusual amount of car parts, it was empty. The car was nowhere in sight. The only car on the property was an old pickup truck.
No car?
I went over to the front door to check the house numbers. It was the right address. The doorbell button was missing, so I knocked on the front door. I knocked for exactly 5 minutes before deciding to give the man a call. So I dialed his number and I heard the sound of a cell phone ringing from inside the house.
Uh-oh.
I was extremely confused
Run.
at this point.
If I hear
now I
that.
knew I had the right house. I didn't understand why, if he was home, why he wasn't answering.
Why?
I decided I had to take a peek through one of the windows to see if anybody was inside. Peering through the glass, I couldn't really see much as it was pretty dark inside the house. I saw a very old-fashioned dining room set, but across from that, I saw somebody standing at the back door of the house, staring outside.
Okay, you gotta run.
Bob, so I knocked on the window, but he didn't even move. There was no gate or anything to the backyard. It was just a wide open yard, since this wasn't a rural area. I simply walked around the house to the backyard. I didn't understand how he couldn't hear me. When I got to the back door, I made a shocking realization. The figure standing by the door was a taxidermied human being. I ran straight back the way I came back to my car. I looked up one last time before driving off. The blinds to the window I had peeked into had been shut, but I could see two of the blinds bent open. Somebody was at that window watching me. You can probably guess I had the gas pedal to the floor the whole way home. The whole situation still makes no sense. All the car parts, the fact that there was no Toyota Camry, the taxidermied human being.
This is a bad idea.
The fact that there was no car there leads me to believe that whoever that man wasn't planning on selling me anything.
That's a zombie.
And that also leads to the disturbing thought that I was very close to becoming a lifeless statue staring out that man's back door.
Oh, I'm getting chills. Yee. I'm watching this at 3 a.m. guys. I'm filming this video at 3 a.m. Not a good idea. Do not try this.
I was on tour trying to find some really deep websites. I was in a chat room where people normally shared links to deeper websites and weird pictures and videos, commonly illegal pornography.
8 years ago.
Some guy named Vintage XXX posted
a link without
describing what it was. I clicked on it and it
we
took
do
me
not
to a
want
black
to go
screen
to the deep
where a big video box eventually popped up with a play button.
See,
the video thumbnail
this should
was
be
a
a
dark
lesson,
room,
guys.
only lit by a
do
TV
not
screen.
Enter that.
Out of curiosity, I clicked play and began to hear the sound of
Some
TV static in the background as lines of static slowly swam down the video screen.
Some more is gonna come out
no
of the TV.
On this video.
Some more
Then I noticed something slowly begin to emerge from behind the wall. It was a figure dressed in all black with some
Samara.
kind of black mask on as well. I started to suspect it was a jump scare video, and I thought I was right when the figure leaped out and ran to the screen in less than a second.
Oh my god, that jump
me,
scare.
But then it got strange. The person had their face in front of the screen, slowly
Okay,
moving
maybe
around
we
as
need
if
to
he could see
sleep,
me.
guys.
It was observing me. Then I heard a crackly, demonic
I did
voice
not
say
expect
something.
that fast
It came from the
run
video.
to the screen.
It repeated itself, and I could make the phrase out to be, "Ask me something." I was really confused. I tried typing something, but there was nowhere to enter text.
How are you?
Then he said,
Who are you?
"No, not the keyboard. Say something."
Oh.
I felt my heart punch the inside of my chest as he said
He's
this.
an upgraded tech,
I
guys.
opened my mouth and mumbled the words.
That's how the upcoming
You can hear me?
VTubers be like.
It responded
You don't.
with, "Yes." I was uncomfortable now. I thought it was a video. I pressed pause, but it didn't do anything. He said, "Don't try to leave.
Oh
I want
shoot.
to talk."
He's getting
I tried moving the
hacked,
mouse to the
guys.
exit button, but the mouse was frozen. In fact, none of the keys were responding on my keyboard. There was a long moment of silence before my webcam began flashing as if it were on, and my face popped up on the screen.
Okay, guys, I'm getting creeped
I got a
out.
picture of you now.
My webcam is
Now just
flashing
hang on while I
too,
get your
but that's because
address,
I'm
and then we
using
can
my
meet.
VTuber.
I started to panic, smashing every key on the keyboard, spazzing the mouse, but it did
Okay,
nothing.
guys, this might be
I
the
had my
last
finger on the
story.
power button, but it also didn't do anything. The computer wouldn't turn off. The voice was saying crazy things like, "You're stuck here. I will find you. Don't
No,
even bother."
please no. Don't
I
get
snatched
my
the screwdriver
cookies.
sitting on my desk,
Anything
unscrewed the
but my
4 screws on the
cookies.
bottom of my laptop, and
Surely
took out the
this
battery.
will.
The computer finally turned
Surely
off.
it turns off like
I
that.
was gasping for air
There's
as
no
if I just ran a
battery.
marathon. My heart was pounding 5 times as fast as it should have.
He needs
I have since
to
left
change
my laptop
address.
off
He
after
needs to
that,
be out of
and
here.
I've resorted to
No
using
more.
my desktop as my main computer. I'm sure by now nothing will happen. He definitely didn't have enough time to get my address.
Oh no! Another ad. I guess that was it for the video. If you guys want me to continue the series of horror animated stories, let me know in the comment section below. Type in what other stories you want me to react. If you have cool ones, cool ideas, please let me know. Anyways, until next time, goodbye guys.